Alright guys, I am here to wrap up the week, and last time I spoke with you, I believe it was like my monthly wrap up, and I was kind of disappointed in myself because I hadn't finished all of the books that I had started and wanted to finish in February, but that's okay, and I finished one of them already, so that's exciting. I'll show you that one. I'll show you one book that I read for school, and then what I'm currently reading, and yeah. So the first book that I talked about last time that I finished is A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. And I'm so happy that I finished this. It's 807 pages if you don't count all the stuff in the back. And yeah, I started reading this, as you guys know, in the beginning of February. And I got behind with kind of like my goals. But yes, I finished it. I gave it 5 stars. I definitely thought, I'd say like in the, first half or so, there were parts that I thought were just okay, and then there were parts that I liked. But the second half, I started loving. And the more I got to know the characters, I just started to love them more, or hate them more, depending on which character it was. I really like how it does jump in between perspectives. I mean, it sucks because sometimes you like different perspectives more than others because every chapter it switches. But at the same time, I mean, you know, it makes the story just really like full, and you just see from everyone's, well, not everyone's, but a lot of people's points of views. And yeah, it's just a really good story, a really great fantasy. I definitely thought that it would take me, I guess, a lot longer to like get into it, or I felt like I would be kind of confused and lost, and I was surprised that I didn't have that problem. I actually very quickly got into the story, and very quickly I was kind of just like engrossed in these like characters' worlds, and by the end I was surprised and just shocked at some things, and it was just really good. I definitely am going to be continuing. I have the next 3 books. I own the next 3 books, and so I'll definitely start on the second very soon. I definitely want to know what happens, especially after the last like couple chapters. I definitely want to know what's going to happen. I haven't done a review yet for this, but I'll for sure have at least a review on my blog, and so for sure in the next week or so I'll definitely have that up. Oh, it kind of matches my shirt today. The next book that I read this week for school was in this book, Plays on Women, and I read Arden of Faversham by We Don't Know, and I actually really liked it. It's, some of you are going to think that I'm crazy for really liking it. Kind of just about a woman who is kind of having an affair, and she wants to kill off her husband so that she can be with her new man. And so her new man and her are trying to basically just off her husband, and they involve all these other people, and by the end it's just such a mess. It's like a domestic tragedy. So I mean, justice is definitely served at the end. Pretty much everything's wrapped up. And yeah, I actually kind of enjoyed this. And we're starting A Woman Killed with Kindness by Thomas Haywood this next week. So I'll start that. And now for what I'm currently reading. I'm currently reading Cress by Marissa Meyer. Look, I even have a little matching bookmark ribbon. So I, as many of you know, am just in love with the Lunar Chronicles, and this is book 3. And yeah, it's just so good. Unfortunately, I'm someone that, as you know, I do read quite a bit, and I don't just read like contemporary and stories that are real life situations. A lot of times I do read these crazy fantasy stories, and I kind of forget stuff when it's been a while. And it's been a while for Cinder and Scarlet, so I actually had to re-watch my Cinder and Scarlet reviews. And then it kind of jogged some, you know, like, oh yeah, I remember that. It's not like I've forgotten, it just takes a little while. So this is about Cress, who, it's like the retelling of like Rapunzel, and I know she's in a satellite, and I know that her like mistress is wanting her to find Cinder on the earth and she's supposed to track her down. She's like a hacker, and yeah, I know if you read the back, I know she comes into contact with Cinder and Scarlet at some point in the story, and so the three are together. And my friends that have read this so far said it was fantastic and just as good as Cinder and Scarlet, if not better. So I'm only just a few chapters in, like I think 4 chapters in, but I cannot wait to read this more this weekend and finish it this next week. And then I'm gonna be like just waiting for the last book, Winter, which comes out next year. Well, that is all that I have read this week, or all that I'm currently reading. So let me know what you guys read this week. Maybe let me know if you're currently reading Cress, because I know on Instagram a lot of you said that you were currently reading this, or if you've read those books maybe. And I will see you next time. Bye!